So when you rush, you make mistakes. Hey all, welcome to TNT Homesteading. This is Terry. I've got some rain coming, so I want to make this quick. I knew it was coming, so I got out here and did a little bit of work. Let me show you what I've done, and then I'll show you what I'm about to do here. So far, I've drilled my holes through my 4x4s at the top. I probably should have done those while they were on the ground. Those were 12-foot 4x4s. They were sunk approximately 2 feet in the ground, pretty much 2 feet in the ground. That's a long ways up there for the record. I still need to tighten this bolt. It's not very tight, but I need to tighten this one. This one I went ahead and tightened down. They both spin independently, so I just need to put my crossbars and supports in, and then the 6x6s, just like you see here. I'll have two cross beams there, and then the 6x6s across the top and the bottom. Over here, I've got that one done as well. It's ready to go, and it needs to be tightened, but I'm still working on it, so I wasn't too worried about it. That one is my problem child. I don't know if you can see here, but that 10-foot 6x6 goes all the way to the board, but it does not go all the way over here. And it's supposed to. I had that rock and I hit more rocks down below, and in the process of all that, it shifted over just about 2 inches. So my plan will be to put a 2x4 between my cross support. It's not going to really cause any problems. I'm still going to just drill through. So it's just going to be a spacer. My problem is I don't have a bolt long enough. I bought my bolt just long enough, let's see, to go through. So I can't. I actually bought these bolts way too long, but that doesn't do me any good. So right now the plan is I'm gonna go ahead, I've got a couple of minutes before rain gets here. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot. I'm going to do this this one right here, to put a couple of screws in through the cross beam there into the 4x4. I'm going to then take my clamps and clamp the 2x4 to the 4x4. And then I'm going to knock out that bolt. Once it's out, I will put in the new longer bolt and put in the cross beam for the other side, and we'll be ready, and then tighten it all up, and then I'll be good. I'll completely remove the extra screws and just leave one for a set screw. If rain holds off long enough, I'll go ahead and drill the holes on the 4x4 and its 2x4 cross beam and a 2x4 spacer if I've got one, and I think I do. I know I do. So that's my plan. I would love to work on the 2x4, the 10-foot 4x4s or 2x4s, and go ahead and start framing these up. I just don't know if I'm going to have time to do all that before the rain gets here. So I'm going to quit talking and get to work, and I'll try recording it, and we'll see how it goes. That way, if it all goes bad, you'll get to watch. And watch me cry, but get to watch. All right, there we go. Oh, I guess I should take the screws out so I can adjust it later. All right, there you go. It's up. The other cross beam's in place. It worked the way I hoped it would. I expected it to. It was sound, I thought, but until I did it, I wasn't 100% sure. So when you rush, you make mistakes. And I made one. Actually, I figured something out, but I also made a mistake. Let me show you what's happened here. So I went, after getting this crossbeam set, I realized that I'm on a heel. Down there is lower than up here. So I can't just put the crossbeams at the top of each of the 4x4s and they be in the right spot. So I intended to put one of the 10-foot boards across the top and level it before drilling the holes. I didn't do that. So I'm like, well, before I do any more work, I need to make sure that's level. And in the process, I realized I was also off. But this great big huge long bolt that I said over there that is too long, guess what? It'll work perfect. So I have to actually take that one apart and flip it around. So the bolts on this, actually, yeah, it's got to come all the way out and just flip it. And then on this one, I did put the 2x4 on it. And I think you can see the mark there. That right there is where, well, that's the top of the 2x4. So I'm going to have to take that out, drop it down here, put me a hole and drill the board through, and then that is where the top of this one will go. I may go ahead and I will probably, before I drill that, or maybe after I drill it, but I will probably cut the top of that 4x4 off because I do not want it sticking up and shading the panels early in the morning. So we'll see. My little circular saw is, I mean, it'll take 4 passes and I think it'll do it. It's just cutting at a weird angle. So, and I already concreted it in. So I can finish this project with the tools that I have here, with the material I have. Unfortunately, I'm running out of daylight. The rain is held off, so that's been good. I am going to see if I can go ahead and get this one off. They don't want to come out, which I guess is good. So anyway, I'm going to see if I can't get this cross beam behind me out and a new hole drilled, and then we'll go from there. But I'm running out of daylight, so that's probably the last update for today. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.